Beautiful sight there. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful sight this weekend with this weather that we're going to be getting. We just have to get through tomorrow, which is another day of heat and humidity. Not quite as bad as it's been, but still going to be hot. Heat index right around 100 degrees, and then storms coming during the afternoon. So that's why we have the alert day, just to kind of give you a heads up for the evening commute tomorrow. Maybe a little messy, but then the relief arrives really as early Friday morning, but it's going to get progressively better as the weekend goes on, and we're going to stay that way even into next week. So we've got several days in a row of really nice weather on tap. We did have some storms pop up earlier out to the west into western Maryland, but not much going on rain-wise across our area. But we do have flood watch in effect for a good chunk of the state from tomorrow evening through early Friday morning for the possibility of flash flooding, because these storms tomorrow, when they do form, are going to drop a lot of rain in a very short period of time. We had this issue really every single storm we've had pretty much this summer have been really prolific rain producers, and we don't expect tomorrow to be any different. Temperatures right around 80 degrees for most spots, and the heat index still in the mid-90s for some parts of the area. There are some spots, though, that dropped into the 70s, and that's where we should end up here overnight tonight. Mid to upper 70s, light south wind. Look how the rain chances, though, creep up quickly as we go into the afternoon, getting up to about 90 to 100% chance after about 2 or 3 o'clock, and that'll continue through the evening hours, all because of this cold front that's to the north here. And as that front drops southward and bumps into that warm and humid air, you know what's going to happen. We're going to get some fireworks going on, nature's fireworks in the form of some storms. Now, we have a low-end threat for severe weather, so this is what we call a marginal risk. So only a few scattered storms, and some of them could be severe. Anytime it's this warm and this humid, you're going to get some severe storms, and that's really what we're going to be looking at. I think the greatest threat, though, is going to be from flash flooding with these storms. They're also going to be loaded with a lot of lightning, and there will be a threat for some isolated damaging wind gusts. Of course, we'll be tracking it for you here throughout the morning and into the afternoon. Meteorologist Steve Sauce is going to have more in the morning here on WJZ News starting at 4:30. So let's get right to your futurecast, show you how the storms flare up. Now, this is about 2 or 3 o'clock, and notice how they just kind of enhance here as they get closer to the bay. This is about 5 o'clock, and then they'll start shifting eastward as we go towards sunset, and then just a few lingering clouds on Friday, northerly wind, maybe a lingering shower in early afternoon, but it's going to be a lot cooler. We're not going to get out of the 70s for highs, believe it or not, on Friday. Look how the dew points drop off into the 50s. That's where you want it this time of year, and it's going to be very comfortable here across the area all the way into next week. Maryland cast scattered storms in the forecast statewide. Temperatures near 90, though, through our part of the state. Alert day for tomorrow, 92. Look how the temperatures drop off, though, on Friday, 76. Skies will be mostly cloudy with a chance for a shower in the morning, and then the weekend, gorgeous. Some areas Saturday and Sunday morning could drop into the upper 50s for overnight low temperatures, and then we start to slowly warm up into the next week, but staying nice through next Tuesday. Alex?
Derek, thank you. More